team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Finds his man. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, we know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. Right on target this time. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle, it's Norton. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got a man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the 1st quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Working on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it down the left side. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll try the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Lowry. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
28, Kentucky, 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air, it's Lowry. That's caught. It's Norton. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know.
Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive.
Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the 20, he's got space.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad
touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because you're
breaks into the open. How about this? Leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Lowry. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the air, it's Lowry. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Running through contact. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. Vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Making side adjustments here. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilcox. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Bulldozes his way through. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Boley. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 1st down, 10 yards to go. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. On the set. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.